When we were searching, no church showed us the love that we received here. I mean, it was open arms and
key people that really reached out to us and meant a lot to us. And we would visit other places, and for some reason we would always end up back here. We would try out other churches and nothing ever felt like it felt here, and so we just felt the call to be fully committed at some point.
During the time where we were, the church was going through the growing emphasis, we had a pledge, and we prayed about it, and we were financially, we weren't doing very well at the time, and we pledged, even though it was hard, we pledged an amount, and I mean, it wasn't a month, and I got a higher paying job. So we joked, we were like, well, you know, maybe we should have pledged a little more.
Yeah, there were a lot of times that we were like living on love. Like, I remember when David was in school full time and I just started teaching, and it was like we did not know how the bills would be paid, and we would make it to the end of the month, and we look back and we're just amazed because we never ever went without. Like, God met our every need every month and just blessed us abundantly. I think the people make it really important to us, because we've had so many people that have loved on us and encouraged us and prayed for us through various things, and I think those people have been placed in our lives for key reasons, and it's just amazing to see that, you know, I don't have any pet family in Petal, but I feel like my church family means that they fill that void in my life, and they, you know, have reached out to us and loved on us in so many ways.
Yeah, when you're a part of a church family, you have somebody, you know, and let's face it, everybody goes through something, and everybody always is going through something, and to have somebody during those times, you have family to help you through those.
God, and I think that it's important that because God's been so faithful to us, that when we tithe, even though money sometimes could be tight, that we show God that we're faithful to Him too, and that we give because we're called to do that, but also that we step on faith and know that God will provide for us.
I would challenge young people to give, because when you give, it's going to be a blessing to somebody else, and you always end up being the receiver. You know, when you give sacrificially of what God's blessed you with, it always comes back and blesses you. Every time, whether it's another job, a higher paying job, every time He is gave, it always comes back to bless us.
I look around in our church and I feel like just the past few years that we've been here, we've seen it grow and like grow leaps and bounds, and just we get amazed at all that God's done. And I think that there's no time better than the present, and that God's called our church to, I think, do great things, and it's going to take this emphasis, I think, to fulfill those things that we're going to do.
And if you want to think about it, we're here because of somebody's faith before us, and now we get to be a part of something maybe 50 years from now that, you know, we may be dead and gone, but we get to be a part of something after us. I see growth continue. You know, it's already evident that we're already outgrowing small group rooms that we have, and we're already outgrowing. Even on Easter Sunday, we're already outgrowing our sanctuary, and there's so much room here in this church building that the possibilities become endless. How many people we can reach.
And as a teacher, I feel like, teacher in Petal, I feel like that our church has so much possibilities for just wrapping its arms around the people of this community, and there's so many people that we can impact and touch and love on in so many ways.